Hey everybody, welcome back to Fatty's Barbecue. I'm Eric Cantu and thank y'all so much for joining in. As you can see, we've got the IVS out here again. We're still doing maintenance on it. It's time to change out the gaskets. Okay, so real quick, these are the materials that we're going to be needing. Some 409, okay, that's going to be for degreasing. A sharp pair of scissors. Hopefully these are sharp enough. You're going to want something sharp enough to get through the gasket. And some pliers, just in case those little metal things get stuck when we're taking out the old gasket. Again, we're going to need some actual gasket material. We got this from Lone Star Grillz. Okay, one more tool that we're going to be needing is just a flathead screwdriver, and this is going to be for the gasket. So if you look here, you can see this gasket has seen better days, right? Like you can see it's losing its pliability. If you come down over here on this side, you can see it's definitely pretty hard, right? There's no pliability on any of this. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna get my handy dandy screwdriver. And all I'm gonna do is come in here and I'm gonna start plying this off, okay? Can you see that? I'm gonna pull this, pulling it out. I'm gonna get this top one here, just gonna pull it out, look. Got that much that's in there, and we're gonna pull out of here. It's gonna be a little tough to hold this. Comes right out. So see, about that much gets stuffed inside. I'm gonna use this when I'm putting it in to stuff it in there, okay? So you can see these little holes. I don't know if you can see these holes here. These little guys are in those holes, right? Boom, boom, boom. And all we're gonna do is pull them out. They come out real easy. But the only reason I got this is just to make sure, just in case this thing is maybe rotted a little bit or it's been around for a while, I got the screwdriver just to kind of help me ply it out. But right now, look, go ahead and get close on that. If you look, they're just coming out real easy, all the way around. Just pull it out. Look at that. Pull it out, boom. Look at this guy. Heavy use. It's supposed to be nice and soft like this part. But obviously, this thing's been through hundreds and hundreds of briskets and ribs and sausage and cooks. It's definitely time to get a little TLC. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the bottom one. It's got the same thing, the two little holes. I'm gonna come in here, can you see this? Just getting my screwdriver, getting it in there, pulling it out, all right? Trying to get a good grip on it. This one I'm sure is gonna be a lot more tougher to pull out. All right, pulling it, there we go. All the way through, and then pull it out. Whew. There's one. Can you see my arm in the way?
No.
Right. And there's two. Gonna hit this up with some 409. I try to clean to the best of my ability. And that's all I'm going to do. To be honest with you, I'm not going to get in there super deep. I'm going to go super deep clean with this. This thing's been working like a beast for 4 years already, and it looks like it's in still really, really good shape. So I'm just going to change out this gasket, do my best trying to get it in there, and then go all the way around. Hopefully it all goes well and doesn't make a liar out of me, but I definitely needed that new gasket, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so now it's time to cut the gasket to the shape and size that we need, right? So if you look here, what I'm gonna try to do is go with the old gasket, which is this one, and the new gasket, and I'm gonna go and try to measure it up and line it up. Then I'm gonna follow it, and we're gonna just come all the way down. We're gonna keep going, just like that. Can you see these? Mm-hmm. All the way through, all the way through. And about right here, about right there is where I'm gonna cut, okay? So, I'm gonna grab my scissors and I'm gonna cut. Hopefully these scissors work, let's see. Right there. So now, hopefully, if my theory worked out, this should be the right size that I gotta be putting in there. So let's try it out and see what happens. So I'm doing right here, I'm just eyeballing it a little bit, and it looks like about that much was in there. So I'm gonna put my thumb right here, and this is about how far I'm gonna stick all that in. So here we go, let me get this guy out here. Put that in there. All right, and I want these flat, so here we go. Start pushing that in. And that right there seems about where we had it, about right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to line it up and get all these little guys. So I'm gonna go a little bit more. Maybe I kind of missed it a little bit. Pull this one out just a smidge. Let's try it. Okay, that's in there. The first one's in there. Let's make sure. Looks good. Okay, so you see this second little guy right here? That's gonna go right there, nice and easy. Third little guy, a little bit off. So that's gonna go right there. Alright, again, this is my first time ever having to change my gasket out here, and you can see it doesn't look that great, my craftsmanship here. I'm sure the people at Lone Star Grillz have a way better like method and easier way of putting it in, but if you notice, the corners took a little bit more material than I had originally planned. So don't do what I did again, right? Don't just stretch it out and cut to the old gasket. I learned the hard way, and what happened is I ended up being short. So you see I'm a little short here. All right, so this, I cut it, but I'm definitely short. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this, right? I'm going to cut this part off. And then I'm just going to go with another set of gaskets. I'm going to start from here. And I'm going to let that be doubled up right there, okay? And I'm going to come down, put it in here. And then I'm going to measure about here. So I'm going to cut about this much right here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. You see? I'm going to cut this off and hope that this works, okay? And then, so I don't have metal sticking out. And pretty much what I'm gonna do, pick my glasses up so I can see, try to get that in there, and then this guy we'll put in here, and I'm just gonna let that stay right there, doubled up. Push that in, push that in, push that in, and now the bottom one, I'm gonna have to push all this and get it in there. I'm gonna do this with a screwdriver. Just push that. Like that. That's it. And this guy right here, I'm just gonna have to live with it because that came off there. And we're gonna see where it's at. You know, if I really did mess this up. So I'm gonna leave this like this and I'm gonna see how it cooks. I might have ruined it and I might have to go get another gasket, but that's the way I learned, right? So I was just trying to show you guys how I'm doing it, and it's gonna turn into a how not to do it video. But I think overall, let me see if I can close this up and see how it does. I think it's gonna work just fine. I think overall it's fine. It's in a better condition. It's in a better condition than what this was, okay? That is not good. So if I was able to cook some good briskets with that, I'm gonna be fine with that little bit right there. Now if it starts just peeling off or doing whatever, then yeah, I'm gonna have to order another one and get another gasket. And next time what I'll do is I'll shove it in all the way first, then go around, and then when I get to here, I'll cut it right there before I actually cut ahead of time. I just saw there was a lot of material and I thought I was supposed to cut it early. That's the only mistake. But other than that, it goes in. There's a couple of holes where those little pins didn't want to go all the way through, or they went through but then they kind of popped back out. So I'm not too sure what to do about that, but once I slammed it here, it seems like they're all staying in pretty well. You know, I don't see it popping back out. It was popping out here and it was popping out here, the little ones that were there, and now they are staying in pretty good, and I don't see any of the gasket coming out. As you can see, I'm still just putting these little dots here, these little metal points into the dots right there. And then you give it a good push, because you got to make sure that that little bend goes in the hole and the hole will catch it. If you just put it like this real quick, it's going to pop right back out. I'm going to go up at an angle and see if that helps. Seems like that helps a little bit. Going at an angle instead of going straight, I'm kind of going up with it. And it seems to be hooking a little bit better. So instead of going flat, I'm kind of going this way. So let's try that. Let's see if that works. There. Ready. So now I've gotten all those little pegs into almost every hole here, and so what I'm going to do now is measure. See that hole right here? I'm going to just measure myself, probably about that much right there to that peg. I'm going to cut that, and all that I'm going to stuff inside. Okay. Scissors, let's go. There we go. Okay, so now all of this is going to go inside that hole. And just keep pushing it in there. Be careful not to mess up the other one. Come on, get in there. There we go. That's it. Just like that. So now you can see this method is a lot better. I gotta get these sunglasses on. This method is a lot better to do it this way, to go all the way around first with the little pegs and then cut. Don't do it like this one up here. Learn from me. That is a no-no, okay? So I learned that the hard way. So obviously what I did, I tried to cut it to the same length, but that one's been eaten up quite a bit. I guess it shrunk or something. And then when I'm doing this, it's kind of stretching. So now we're gonna close this door. There we go. I do feel a little bit more pushback this way than before. So I'm wondering if it's because of a new gasket going on in here. Make sure I'm all the way back with these guys. Right? So I think we're good. It's not unlatching on its own, right? So if I look at this, it looks pretty good. Obviously it's already getting dirty from the other stuff that I didn't clean, but I'm not here to make it look brand new. I'm just here to make it functional. This looks nice and smashed in there. This looks good, right? And over time, I'm sure it's just gonna be even better. So let's give it one more close and just make sure. There we go. All right guys, I hope this video has helped you out. I know there's not a lot on YouTube yet on this gasket changing. This was my first time doing it. I think it came out really good. You can see the mistakes I made, and then you can see how it came out good on the bottom. So next time I need it, I'm gonna do it the right way. But I know the people at Lone Star Grillz probably take y'all, what, 30 seconds to knock this out? Y'all looking at me like, what is this guy doing? Oh my goodness. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope it helps you out. It's time to start changing y'all's gaskets at home too. Hey, we'll see you on the next episode of Fatty's Barbecue.